You know the saying, greed knows no bounds? Well, that's apparent here already, but it seems that in DSP's case, nothing is good enough. We got this from last night.
All right, guys, well, it's becoming apparent I'm not going to hit a second goal tonight. In the last hour, we had 2 people who contributed besides NCU, so it is what it is. I'm not going to keep mentioning it. It would be great if I could get more support tonight, but it looks like we're not going to get it. You know, it is what it is. Thank you for those who did support. We did hit 1 goal, which I appreciate. I was hoping to make up for the whole missed goal, but I don't think we're going to do that tonight, so.
Now there's a lot to unpack here, and if you haven't really been keeping up with DSP, well, good for you, because it's been pretty bad. As you can see at the top of the screen here, we have DSP's ticker. We have NCU $1,000, $20, NCU $1,000, $50 at the top left there, and then we have the King's tax. You know, DSP asks for $150 on every stream, but it's not enough. We're at 154 out of 300 now, and we need to make up for lost goals the past few nights because we haven't been hitting the goals. But we kinda have, because NCU 1000, who's been propping these streams up, sent Phil 2 PayPal tips. 124 each, but they got frozen by PayPal. So they've been sitting in limbo the past few days. I mean, we assume they've been sitting in limbo the past few days. We don't have access to this data. This is something that we gotta rely on Phil to reveal. Now, we gotta remember that these are goals. Now, goals are something that we want to achieve, but it's not necessarily something that we're going to achieve or we're required to achieve. It's a desired result that we want, right? So when we don't hit our goals, do we have to make up for a lost goal? Or do we just try to get that goal next time? Because the way DSP talks about it, well, we gotta make up for the 2 goals that we didn't hit. But those are just goals. You know, you're out working a production job, and you haven't been hitting your quota the past few days, and your boss is like, listen, we need to get that quota up. We haven't been hitting your quota the past few days. You need to get those numbers up, guys. That's exactly what it seems like is happening here. So we've exceeded our goal. We're at $154 here tonight. Surely the next words out of DSP's mouth can't make him appear any more unlikable, right?
Wally the Tractor says, focus on the people that did support tonight. You're absolutely right. So you know what I will do? Ignore you entirely because you didn't support tonight at all, you cheapskate. Okay.
I mean, surely Phil, the guy who orders DoorDash with the upcharged prices and then complains about them, can't be the cheapskate here, right? Can't be complaining about buying games, you know? Calling somebody else a cheapskate because they told him to lay off the begging in a very subtle way. Focus on the people that did support. Thank them. Just be grateful for what you get. But we don't get that here.
I have no idea what the leaderboard's even at. Xylo Pro, people don't really genuinely dislike me. I'm going to repeat that. They don't. No one out there has a real grudge against me or thinks that I need to improve dramatically from what I do. It's all baloney.
But these people that are supposedly making you look bad on the internet are just clipping things that you're doing. These are things that you're saying. They're actions that you're doing. They're words that you're speaking to your audience, to your enemies, to your trolls, whoever it is. So earlier in this stream, DSP had mentioned that he had 2 tips frozen from PayPal and that he was going to check later on to see if they came through. Which I thought was weird, because whenever a thought like this pops into DSP's head, it seems like he always goes out of his way and stops the stream to go check on whatever it is. I just felt like if he still wasn't sure those tips came through, he would have logged into PayPal and looked at them at that moment, and we would have been sitting here looking at this screen that we're looking at while he was logging into PayPal being like, yeah, I don't see them yet, but regardless, we're at the end of the stream, he's getting ready to log off, and this happens.
All right. So, are we good? All right, wait a minute. Hold on. No way.
Just look at this.
Cool.
Keep an eye on what he's looking at. He doesn't have enough time to be fully looking at one thing to process what's going on. But maybe I'm overthinking this, but just keep an eye on what he's looking at and how quick he's looking at everything.
So, are we good? All right, wait a minute. Hold on.
He's like, all right, wait a minute. Like, okay, so something suddenly came through as you were looking half a second. Anyway, whatever. It's not really what I'm here to focus on.
No way. So, whoa. Hold on, something cool just happened. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for this? You want to talk about perfect timing? Those 2 tips from Friday night just cleared.
What are the odds? What are the odds those 2 tips from Friday night cleared at the end of this stream where he'd already been asking to hit multiple goals? It's amazing, isn't it? The timing on that. Man, you couldn't be luckier, DSP. Those emails just suddenly showed up on your inbox at midnight to just top this stream off. Full coincidence. It's crazy.
Those 2 big tips that I got from Friday night fights, and they froze and PayPal put them on hold. They just cleared. You know what it must be? What was it, 3 days? So it took exactly 3 days because it was right around this time on Friday night. They came in at the last minute. Yeah. So hold on, because this still doesn't have the message. NCU 1000 said that it was them that had sent them.
Again, this guy was the one supporting this stream, propping it up. Like, this guy is sending him all the money. I mean, his chatters don't even have to send money anymore. This guy's doing it for him. So why is he asking the general public? He should just be DMing this guy like, hey, you got any money to send me today? I mean, propping up these streams, dude. Good for you. I mean, I think they're both like $125 tips, so 250 bucks. That's not bad. I mean, that puts him what, just under 400 bucks or something? I don't know. That's pretty good. There's no way he's gonna ask for more money.
So the first one was $124. $124 tip from NCU 1000. We'll count that for tonight. I told you guys I would count it when they came through, and they did actually come through.
I mean, surely he didn't wait for the end of the stream to count these, right? They happened to come through right at this moment. I believe him.
So 124 plus 183 is 308. Okay. Okay, he says, those are some amazing matches with King Crimson. Shout out to you and King Crimson for putting on what a great show. I'm glad that I caught the tail end of your stream. So to NCU, I don't even think it's here anymore. So thank you to NCU so very much. It is official with that. NCU had actually done a second tip, okay? And the second tip on Friday night also just cleared. And he says, this should now be good to go. It wasn't. It got frozen just like the other one. So he must have thought that he cleared something up, but it didn't clear. Shout out to you and King Crimson for the amazing sets earlier on. So this was, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for this? This tip was another $125 of support.
I mean, we all know it's a whale, but this guy had 200 something dollars just to send it DSP. Oh, the first one didn't go. Then we sent another 125, and then, you know, it's crazy. Something weird there.
So that also counts for right now.
Like I said, dude's over $400 on a night stream that he streams for like 2 hours. I'm sure he won't ask for more money.
$433 of support, which means we are $17 away from hitting another goal. If someone does a $17 contribution right now, we will actually hit another goal tonight, and we will be at 37 out of 40 goals hit for the week. And you know what that means? We could actually possibly do DSP Tries It this week. It's possible, but we have to hit a goal right now. All we need is $17, and we'll hit it right now, and we can actually do DSP Tries It at the end of Wednesday. Is anyone going to contribute $17 right now of some form for us to hit this goal and get us in position to do DSP Tries It Shake and Go this week before I'm off?
That's exactly what he's doing in his audience right now. Shake and go. He's shaking them down, and then he's going to leave.
Will anyone do it? I don't know, but I got to get out of here. It's already 9:46.
That's
literally
crazy.
only $17. Exactly. 4 kick subs, 6 YouTube memberships, a super chatter, a tip right now.
Who can treat the people that keep them in business this poorly? It's crazy to me that you can be so demanding with shit that you don't even deserve. Speaking of not deserving anything, oh, by the way, he hits it. We're not going to play it. He hits the $400. NCU sends him a $20 super chat, and then Slayer sends him like $17, and they sent it at the same time, so he just pockets all the money and leaves. And this is today, so surely hitting $470 last night is gonna kind of let him relax today, and you know, he just started his stream, he's starting Tony Hawk soon.
Guys, are we only gonna get 1 sub for support before we start? That's it? Remember, we gotta hit the goal on this stream, tonight's Minecraft stream, and tomorrow's Death Stranding 2, and then we could do DSP tries it this week. I want to do it this week. That'd be amazing to do it tomorrow.
How is he so likable? I don't get it. He's so cool. Is he back on the champions, bro? Why does he need all this money suddenly? So he makes $470 last night, comes on stream today and is like, guys, get me to $50 before we start the stream today, before even providing any content, demanding money up front from people. At one point he said he wanted to hit $50, he wanted to be a third of the way to the goal before the gameplay even began. So that tells you all you need to know. Enough is never enough. So, I don't know. Still needs that money. He really, really does. And he doesn't care to hide it. He's so successful right now. He's making all this money, you know. It's crazy. It's weird how Phil's making more money now, and it seems that he has less of a viewer base than he's ever had. You pop on his stream and he can't even crack 300 people on YouTube anymore. Phil used to get 400 people on his podcasts a few years ago. His viewer base is plummeted. Yet, people like NCU come in and they keep DSP alive. They keep the business running because he doesn't care about the amount of people that are watching him. As long as he's getting support from this one guy, as long as somebody's coming in and sending him the money, he thinks all is good. And I guess it is, if that's all you care about. But is the longevity going to be there? I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how long this lasts. Anyway, y'all, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe. Appreciate y'all. Catch you in the next one.